Sundays with Steve. Sorry I'm not shaved. I was going to go around and put some new, fill up the water, which means I can generate heat, which means I can have a hot shower. But I just, I ran out of energy and didn't do that today. So you're stuck with me being somewhat unshaven. You'll live. So, it's very good news that the downed pilot was the second was rescued. I'm sure some very clever, talented, brave people went in and got his ass out of there. But the I don't know how dumb Trump can get, but he's now posting that he's just going to bomb the shit out of the power stations. That's a war crime. That will get you hauled up in front of the War Crimes Commission at The Hague. Because you don't do that. You're not allowed. I know it's stupid to have rules of engagement, but there are. And you don't hit civilian infrastructure like power stations. It happens occasionally, I'm sure. But to go on fucking Truth Social and announce that you're going to commit a war crime, it just shows you what he thinks he can get away with. He thinks he can get away with absolutely anything, which is scary because the November midterms are coming up and it's going to be a shit show. He's going to do anything he can to cheat, and I don't know how possible it's going to be, but he's going to lose and he'll just claim it's voter fraud, even though there is no evidence of voter fraud. It just gives the Trump supporters and the MAGA people somewhere to hang their hat. Oh, Trump said it was voter fraud. No, there's no voter fraud. It's like 0.00001% is voter fraud. So that's just crazy stupid. But I know I'm sitting over here in a boat, but I can't not watch what's going on. I kind of wish I could. But anyway, 48 hours before he announced that they were saving, 48 hours before the F-16 and the A-10 got shot down, he was saying how they had decimated, completely obliterated the armed forces, the Air Force. They had no defense left, no radar, and then 2 jets got shut down. So he's just full of shit, and he'll take total credit for rescuing the airmen. Oh God. It doesn't actually affect Ukraine it does affect. It affects everything. The price of your margarine will go up because it costs more to get it delivered. You won't notice that for another couple of months, but it's coming, and it's not going to be good. But that's just what's happening. But it doesn't really affect Ukraine that much. In fact, Ukraine have been sending drones to some of the Arab states so they can protect themselves against Iranian drones that are coming in. So they've got plenty of drones. They're not just giving them because they're short. They're giving them because they've got surplus of them. So, crazy. I did finish my my Giovanni's Mistake film, which I'm very happy about. I love it. I meant to shoot it for a long time. I went out, I shot it, and it looks great. It's a funny joke. I didn't write the joke. I just wrote the script for the little thing. But one thing that puzzles me is I'll send it to people, like friends of mine, and you can tell on Facebook whether they've got it or not. And they don't say, I watched it, it's great. They don't even respond going thanks or anything. It's like this odd thing that's happening now where people don't want to engage. They just don't They don't care. Even good friends of mine. I'm going to ask a good friend of mine. I'm going to hold her toes to the fire a little bit and go, why didn't you acknowledge that I've sent you something? I sent out Christmas cards, and 75% of people didn't even acknowledge that they got a Christmas card. You could see they'd opened it, but they didn't say thanks or anything. It's kind of weird. It's not good. I don't like it. And I won't give in to it either. You send me a card that says happy birthday, I'm gonna say thank you. Even if it's just a stupid thing online. People have got less civil in recent times, and I don't like it at all. I kind of wish it wasn't like that, but it is. But I'll post a link to the little film below this, and if you can just hit the little like button or make a comment, even if you hate it, you could just go, hate it, smiley face, whatever. It boosts the algorithm, because in one day, 20 million clips get put on YouTube. In 1 minute, 500 hours of clips, footage get uploaded to YouTube. How are you going to compete against that avalanche of just content? So it really helps if you share it and post it and comment on it, send it to your friends, post it anywhere. It really does help me, and I know you want to help me, probably. Anyway, this morning, my friend Nick, who's got a boat over there, I call it a boat. It's kind of like a wreck that's still afloat. And he probably wouldn't mind me saying that. Sorry, Nick, if you're seeing this. But yeah, it's a bit of a mess. And we had to move the boat. But one of the things you do when you're going to move a boat is you prepare. You get all your little ducks lined up. You make sure your fenders are in the right place. You make sure the lines are in the right place. Everything's good. And when I got to his boat this morning, it was just like a mess. He's got ropes everywhere and didn't know where he was going to go and stuff. And I'm like, ah. So we moved the boat, but I don't know if it's going to be a good place we moved it to. I don't think so. I think it's someone's place, and I think they're going to get pissed off. But he's going to Brazil acting for a few days. So I don't know. But I said to him as we were doing all this, do you know how to tie a bowline? And he's like, a what? And I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, you live on a boat. You need to know how to tie a bowline. I mean, there's 2 knots in life that you need. And this is not just about boats. If you go to a festival, if you camp, if you go hiking or anything, there are 2 knots you should learn. There's a bowline, which is where you tie a rope to a stationary object. You loop it round and tie it up. And the good thing about the 2 knots I'm talking about are they're quite easy to free once you want to undo the knot. If you just tangle it, it just ends up as a freaking mess. But a bowline, you can kind of just like tweak it, move it, and it'll free up quite easily. And the other knot is the knot that you connect 2 loose ends together. Super useful if you're camping or anything where you've just got, you're putting a tent up and you don't have quite enough rope, so you want to join them together. And you just don't want to tie any old knot. So I'm going to put the links to the videos for how to tie those 2 knots. And if you learn how to tie them, I promise you, your life will be better. Because you'll be somewhere and you'll need to tie a knot in something, and you'll go, no, I got it. And if you're a boy, you will really impress the girls. If you're a girl, you'll blow that man's socks off, because But so, boys and girls, if you want to impress people, learn how to tie those 2 knots. I don't even know what the second one's called, but it's just very, very, very useful for joining 2 knots together. Anyway, that's it. Bit of an odd one this weekend, but it's a beautiful day. We've finally, the wind has stopped, and we've got good weather for the foreseeable future. So I'm quite excited by that, and yeah, all good. Thanks a lot. Cheers.